Hey everyone, I thought I'd give a quick walk around and update on the Turbo Levo Gen 3 and the upgrades that I've done on it to make it feel more enduro and absolutely buttery smooth. So probably the biggest thing I've upgraded on this from the Rockshox is I've gone to a Zeb, Rockshox Zeb 3.1 chargers, the 170mm, and I've also gone to, on the back, I've used a Cascade long link and put in the Vivid Air Ultimates. It just gives a much nicer feel. One thing I'm probably going to do with this is take off the air canister. As you can see, the valve where you put in the air, it sort of sticks out and you do bang your knees occasionally. So you can take off these canisters and rotate it. So I'll probably rotate it down rather than up. You can't put it round on the right side because it will just catch. Another big thing to be aware of is the clearance on these. I've got the S4 and it's probably a millimeter clearance. So if you're going to put this on with a Cascade long link, I wouldn't do it on a frame any less than an S4. The S3 it probably won't fit at all. So just be aware of that. The other big thing that I changed on it was the brakes. I wasn't a fan of the Code R's, so I put on the TRP DHRs. These just feel a lot better all around. Big thing if you're changing your brakes over and you're running the cables is what I've got here. This is the SRAM, well, Rockshox I should say, barb connector reverb, and it's just a little barb that when you cut the cable, you twist that in and twist your new cable in, and you can just pull it through the frame a lot easier. I've obviously put on like the frame protectors. I've gone with the Helfare one. I just think it looks really good on the red. Just give that sort of customized look to it. Swapped over to the OneUp handlebars with the 35mm raise. I've also gone with the OneUp stem, just a bit shorter. Feels a lot more comfortable for me, and as you can see, I've got the OneUp EDC tool installed in there as well. The other thing I put on was the SRAM AXS. I'm not a fan of cables, so I put that on. Really easy install. Setup's really easy, so worth doing. I've gone the Deity Supervillian flats. These are awesome. You just feel like you stick to the bike. And I've only just put on the Deity Megattacks grips. Haven't tried those out yet. It'll be interesting to see how they go. They are a lot thicker. I get a bit of numbness in my hands when I'm going on long downhill, so I'm hoping that fixes it. I think that's about it. The only other thing I've done is I've swapped out the tyres. I'm going the Maxxis Assegai on the front and the DHR2s on the back. Really grippy, really good to ride. Gives you a lot of confidence. And probably the last thing is, rather than having the 220mm rotor on the front, because I've gone to the TRPs, I've gone down to a 200mm rotor on the front and back. That feels pretty sufficient with the power that you've got in these brakes. Still got plenty of stopping power, so yeah, I don't feel the need to go any bigger than that. If you have any questions, yeah, just leave a comment, but that's what I've done. I reckon the best upgrade you can do with this is changing the forks and shock over at the back. The Fox 36s are good, but a bulkier fork, if you're going to go more enduro riding, just makes a world of difference, and that's extra travel. is really good. And then the other thing I'd probably upgrade is the brakes as a number 2 upgrade. And then your customization of your handlebars and your stem to how you want it.